Hey guys, and welcome back to another NBA 2K18 rebuild. Today, we are doing another scenario rebuild. This time, with probably the team that it hurts the most to do it, the Cleveland Cavaliers. We're going to be getting rid of LeBron, Isaiah Thomas, and Kevin Love. The three best players, and outside of that, they have a lot of old players with large contracts. The only thing that I'm seeing that could really turn this around is that we have the 2018 Nets first round pick in our own. So, of course, with anything, goodbye LeBron James, goodbye Isaiah Thomas, and goodbye Kevin Love. Wow, that actually really hurts to do, but it must be done. And now looking at our roster, we have a lot of salary still left. Tristan Thompson, who has really not performed to what his contract is worth, $16 million a year. We need to get rid of him. J.R. Smith, $13 million a year. Gotta let him go. Iman Shumpert at 10, we gotta let him go as well. Same with Kyle Korver. So the first thing we need to do is we need to trade away all of these four players and probably another, be it Jay Crowder or Channing Frye. So I'm going to come back with some trades, and I'll bring you guys back once I've found some good ones. First of all, I'd like to thank Josh Dons456 for suggesting this rebuild. But I have found suitable trades for 5 different players. The first one we're going to do is Kyle Korver. We're going to choose the 18th possibility here. If we scroll over, we're going to trade him for Glenn Robinson, small forward for the Indiana Pacers. We get younger, and we relieve $5 million in cap space. Next, we're going to go for Tristan Thompson. That is $16 million. We're going to go with the 8th possibility here, trading him in a salary cap dump for Devin Harris, who could be a good backup point guard, but can also help relieve a lot of cap room as well. Next, sorry, but the Henny got himself. JR, you are out next. We're going to go with the 3rd pick and trade him to the Bulls for David Nwaba. Good. I believe we have 2 more, and that would be Jay Crowder and Iman Shumpert. So, man, Iman's all the way down here. We're going to go Iman, and we're going to take the 11th possibility with him. We're going to trade him and London for Darrell Arthur and Monte Morris. Arthur's on a 1-year deal, so we can release him after the season. Very nice. And finally, Jay Crowder. Get rid of him, and we should be good on trades for this first season. For him, we're going to do the 4th trade and trade him. Hold on. This is the incorrect trade. Where is my trade? They really took it away from me. I had a great trade. You know what? We're going to take this one. Trade Jay Crowder for Corey Joseph of the Indiana Pacers. So, I like the trade, and here is the roster. We got Derrick Rose, Corey Joseph, Devin Harris, all these guys on 1-year contracts. We got Dwayne Wade, Nwaba, Osman. We got Jeff Green starting at the 3 with Glenn Robinson, Channing Frye, Darrell Arthur, and Zizic. And I do want to sign a couple free agents. Look at those 3. That is just crazy to see those guys. We need to sign a center, I believe, and we also need to sign a power forward. So we're going to get a center and a power forward, and that should be good. So a center, we're going to pick up Jared Solinger for only $5 million. Sign into a 1-year deal. Very, very nice. And then we also need a power forward. I'm going to go all the way down to Brandon Bass. We're going to pick him up. He's 74 overall. We can give him the vet min. And that should round out this first season. If we look at our lineup, it's not good. I'll admit it. It's not good at all. But that is going to be the lineup. We don't have anybody on 2-year contracts, I think, except for Ante Zizic. And so you know what? Since he's on a 2-year deal, we're going to sign him to the G League. Hopefully get his overall up a little bit. We could also send Seti Osman to the G League. I'll do that as well, since he's on a 3-year deal. And that should be good. Looking at contract extensions, basically everybody is up this year. So we'll probably have an entirely new team by the time the first season ends. But I'm going to simulate to the end of the first season, and I'll bring you guys back with the results. Far and away, the worst season we have ever had in a rebuild. 17-65. LeBron signed with the Chicago Bulls, where a number 1 for them. He got the MVP. Ben Simmons, Blake Griffin as 6th man. Oh, okay, we need to check something here. Where did our players go? We knew LeBron went to Chicago for 1 year, $21 million. But where are the rest of them? Where is Isaiah? And where is Kevin Love? So we're looking for Isaiah or Kevin Love right now, and I'm not seeing them. Isaiah signs with the Indiana Pacers for a 1-year deal. And if I am right, where are the Clippers? Yes, Kevin Love signs to the Clippers for a 1-year, $5 million deal. We finished 15-67, which isn't exactly the best record, but yeah, it was not good. The Nets finish outside the playoffs, so we will be getting a pretty decent pick from them, but we clearly had the worst record in the league, so we should have a pretty good standing to get a good draft pick this year. Looking at the roster at the end of the season, Ante Zizic up to a 78 overall, Osman up to a 77 overall. Really like the improvement from both of them. Very, very nice to see that. Clearly we're not in the playoffs, so we're just going to simulate right through them. And Golden State, what do you know, winning another title over Philadelphia. And this is where things get interesting, because we have a ton of cap room, we have a ton of draft picks, and we have a ton of salary cap room to possibly sign a free agent. So we have the chance at the number 1 pick, do it our own pick, and the 12th pick due to Brooklyn's pick. So nice, we're able to get the first pick and the 12th pick in this draft. So looking at the mock draft now, we're most likely going to be able to get Luka Doncic and another really good player, possibly Wendell Carter, Miles Bridges, or any of these players later on in the draft. So I'm very happy about that. Head scout, let me just fill in all these positions really quickly. It shouldn't take that long at all. But this draft's really going to make or break our team here. Good, we're able to sign both of them. And this is where the real important stuff is going to happen. We're definitely going with Luka. Luka is easily the number 1 player we're going to draft right now. So let's move it along here. We're going to get Luka, pair him up with Cedi Osman. Let me see even the possibilities of creating this number 1 pick. Markkanen, Portis, Balake, Kemba, Rudy Gobert, 4th pick, and Buddy Hield. 2nd pick, and Julius Randle. Pick 3 in Barnes, Victor Oladipo. There's some Damian Lillard. There's some decent options here, but we have to go with him. We have to go with the best player in this draft, and that is Luka Doncic. Very nice picking him there, and let's go ahead and sim to the 12th overall pick and see who is left on the board. Nice. We're going to be able to get Luka, 82 overall. Now, let's see who's going to be available at the 12th pick. Okay, 81 overall. Still, that's easily the best player. Okay, and the 12th pick, let's see what we're going to get here. There's more first-round picks. Dakari Johnson, Ben McLemore in the later pick, John Collins, Kaminsky, Bogdanovic, our buddy Tristan Thompson. I'm really not seeing much. I am not seeing much at all. So it looks like we're just going to use this pick and see who is left. Colin Sexton and Trayvon Duval are both left. I'm easily going Colin Sexton. That is an easy pick for me. The 5th best player in this draft still available. That is easily a nice pick for me. We're able to pick up 2 great guards to start rebuilding this Cavs team around. This is where things get even more interesting. We're able to sign both of our rookies. So now we're good on point guard. We're good on shooting guard with Osman and Luka Doncic. But we need the other parts of the lineup. Small forward, power forward, and center. I like Zizic, but he can't be our main center. So we got to go 3 through 4. We got KD available. We have Aaron Gordon available. And the main guy I want to get, Boogie Cousins. I would love to pair up Boogie with these younger players. So I'm going to attempt to sign any of these guys, and I'll bring you guys back once we can. So we essentially just lost out on every single player we were going for, which is unfortunate. It's actually very unfortunate. They just ended up signing back with the same players they had, the same teams they had originally been with. But besides that, I really don't like what I'm seeing in this free agent class outside of those top guys. So I think we're going to go through another rebuilding year and possibly try and cash in next year in free agency. So I'm going to fill out the roster, try and get some young player overalls up, and I'll bring you guys back for the start of season number 2. So guys, here is the lineup for season number 2. Colin Sexton starting point guard, Luka Doncic starting at the 2, Seti Osman starting him at the 3, Adrian Payne, and Ante Zizic. Oh, speaking of, let me get Zizic some more minutes to match him up with Osman. I'm going to try and improve or progress these guys into at least 80 overalls. And besides that, that's really all we can do right now. I'm thinking I may want to send down Glenn Robinson to the G League. We have him on 2 years. Okay, who else can we send down? Mwaba? Okay, we're going to send down Mwaba, possibly move him over to the small forward in a little bit. But that's going to be for season number 2. I'll see you guys back at the end, hopefully with another good draft pick. At the end of season number 2, we do have a very nice improvement up to 37 and 45. Steph with the MVP. Our very own Luka Doncic averaging 27 and 5 a game as a rookie of the year. Jeremy Lin, Whiteside, Jordan Bell, and Brett Brown. Don't think we're going to see many Cavs, probably just Luka anywhere we see. Yeah, Luka is right there. Ante Zizic and Seti Osman on there as well. Very nice to see them doing well. Looking at our overalls, Luka's up to an 84 overall. But besides that, Colin Sexton has not improved, and barely anybody else has improved. Seti Osman up to a 79 overall. But we did not make the playoffs. Let's take a look at where the other old big 3 are. And I don't know actually where they went. So Kevin Love is no longer on the Clippers. And his Cantor's on the Hawks. Looking for 89 overall. Not seeing him. Isaiah Thomas returns to Indiana for a 4-year, $116 million deal. Where are the rest of them? That is what I'm wondering. Melo goes to Phoenix. Where are they? So it seems that LeBron goes back to Chicago for another 1-year deal, and Kevin Love signs with the Philadelphia 76ers along with Avery Bradley to make them, wow, they are a really good team in the Eastern Conference. They were the number 1 seed. We need to see those two match up in the finals. But, the Rockets end up taking it in 6 games over the Bucks. Let's move on to the off-season, shall we? Looking at the draft lottery, we should have a lottery pick at the very least. Looking at this, we have top 10 else Atlanta. Okay, so we need to get in the top 10. Yes, we're able to retain our pick, keeping it inside the top 10. The Nets get the number 1 pick this year. I wish they could do that last year. But we are going to get a lottery pick, which I am very happy about. Ooh, we lost Vince Carter's now. Okay then. Well, I'll fill in the staff a little bit later, and I'll come back with who we draft this year. Well, I can't believe this, but I don't understand how this works. how are we giving up the Brooklyn pick for DeAndre Jordan? So we're going to give up Glenn Robinson, second round pick, and our first round pick this year for DeAndre and a top 3 protected pick. I am definitely making that trade. We're getting DeAndre Jordan. And the Clippers are going to pick somebody I don't even know about, but I'm definitely happy with that trade. It didn't even pop up to give me any trade offers. I just searched the trade finder and found that. Very, very nice. So we're going to get a great player out of that. DeAndre Jordan, locked in for the next 4 years. Doncic and Waba. Corey Joseph. I am really liking what happened there. We're going to retain Zizic on a 2-year deal. Jimmy Butler's a free agent. Hassan Whiteside's a free agent. Paul Millsap. Got some good free agents here. Hoping to possibly sign one of them. LeBron is here. Karl Towns is here. Devin Booker. And we should have plenty of cap room to sign all of these guys. So we're going to basically give one to Jimmy. We're going to give one to Devin Booker. Are we really going to have to give Jimmy less than the max salary? Okay. $28.90. We'll give that to him. And we're going to try and sign... Let's try and sign... No. I don't know who we should sign. Well, let's see if we get one of those. Devin Booker. We're going to renounce him. Renounce Corey Joseph. That's still putting us over the salary. We're going to renounce Bertans and Willie Reed. Please. Oh, they matched our offer. They freaking matched our offer. We were so close to getting a major star. Okay, hold on. First of all, let me edit this and see what happens. So Nwaba goes up to an 82 overall if we switch him. So that's nice. So now we have a small forward. So we need a power forward and we need a point guard. We need power forward and point guard. So let's see who's left. Point guard Kemba and power forward Paul Millsap. Let's see if we can get Kemba Walker. We don't have the salary cap for him. So what about, can I get Kemba for just under what he's asking for, but give him a no trade clause as well? And also, let me see if I can pull, let's see if we can get Paul Millsap. Or no, let's see if we can get Tobias Harris and he can play the power forward for us. Okay. Wow, we are really losing out. We are really losing out on this right now. You know, I'm going to come back at the end of free agency, hopefully pulling in some sort of star. Okay, looking at the roster going into the final season, there's a lot of green here, which I'm happy about. DeAndre went up to an 87. Doncic went up to an 86. And Nwaba up to an 87. Zizic up to a 79. Dinwiddie, Mickey went up. So did Colin Sexton. So, we're going to skip past all this. And what I'm hoping for is that we can possibly trade. I don't care about this. Let me just pick 2020. I'm hoping that we're going to be able to trade one of our young players for somebody to cash in and win right now. That is the goal. So looking at our roster, we have a lot of young players. I'm looking at possibly trading Spencer Dinwiddie and Colin Sexton for somebody. I want to find an elite point guard. Maybe trading Zizic and Sexton away for somebody. And I want to find that point guard or that guard that can really put us over the top. And so far, just like all these trades, there's nothing that is really working right now. Zizic is 22, he's an 80 overall, and he's not pulling anything in the trade market for some reason. I really do not understand why we can't get anything for him. But I'm going to keep looking. I'm going to come up with something to put another high 80 overall on this team. First trade I'm making, DeAndre and Iman Shumpert for Chris Middleton. And I'm going to move Luka Doncic down to the point guard. Hopefully that doesn't affect his overall that much. Point guard down to an 84 overall, but still he's going to be very, very effective. Now, we need to find a trade for a real center. So I'm thinking I'm going to trade probably Dinwiddie and maybe Kavanaugh, or whatever you say his name is, for one of those knockdown centers. Enes Kanter could be good. It's looking like Enes Kanter is the way to go with this trade. So I think we're going to make that. We're going to go to the Hawks, and we're going to trade Dinwiddie and Kavanaugh for Enes Kanter to move him to the center position. So now our starting lineup will be Luka Doncic, Chris Middleton, David Nwaba, Jordan Mickey, and Enes Kanter. So I'm liking that very much. Let me look at if there are any free agents left. No. And let's take a final look at where our players are. LeBron has signed long-term with the Chicago Bulls, trying to eclipse Michael Jordan. Looking at Isaiah Thomas, I believe he is still he's still in Indiana. And looking at Kevin Love, he is still in Philadelphia with 1 year left on his contract. So, here is the lineup for the final year. I like this lineup. I do. I think Chris Middleton and Enes Kanter are going to put up pretty good numbers. But that will be our lineup. Wait, why are we... Bench depth, bench utilization. Let's turn this down a little bit. And let's rebuild those... Okay. So let's rebuild these rotations. That's much better. So, this will be the final lineup going into the third season. And hopefully, I'll see you guys in the playoffs. Our boy LeBron winning another MVP. But look at that record. 56-26. We were easily one of the top seeds in the Eastern Conference. Kevin Love was Sixth Man of the Year. Brett Brown, looking at this, I don't know if... Okay, why does it always go to the rookie second team? Don't know if we're going to see any Cavs here. Dennis Smith Jr. and Bagley both making the All-NBA second team. Wow, that is pretty good. But, as I said, we are the third seed in the Eastern Conference going up. Here is the lineup. Very, very nice. Middleton and Doncic both 87. Nwaba up to an 84. Kanter up to an 86. Let's take a look at the stats before we head into the final playoffs. Doncic put up 25 and 6 a game. Middleton with 15 and 4. And Enes Kanter with a near double-double. Some good production off the bench as well. Colin Sexton up to an 80 overall. Cizic up to an 80 overall. Very, very nice coming off the bench. Wow. Barrett putting up 14 a game. But facing the Indiana Pacers with our former player Isaiah Thomas, this is one dirty team. I do not know how they finished so low. 92 overall Isaiah, 91 overall Victor Oladipo, 81, Miles Turner, and 86 Dwight Howard off the bench, Miles off the bench, Terry Rozier, JR, Jahlil Okafor, and TJ Leaf. This is such a deep team that I really hope we're going to be able to knock them out. Okay, I would like to at least get to the second round of the playoffs, if not further than that. But, oh, this Indiana team is causing us problems. 3-3. Okay, good. We're able to make it on to the second round. Oh, my goodness. This is the team we traded. Eric Bledsoe. Their entire starting five is 85 or above. We traded for DeAndre Jordan and then gave him to the Bucks for Chris Middleton. Giannis is a 98 overall. They have a very, very good bench as well. They got our former player, Iman Shumpert. I think this is where it's going to end for us. This Bucks team is just too powerful for us. A 2-1, okay. 3-1, 3-2. And yeah, that's what I figured. That is what I figured. Milwaukee, the team we lose to, ends up taking the crown. But I think this is a successful rebuild. We have a very, very good young team. We have Doncic, Middleton, Enes Kanter, a very good overall team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players 80 or above. Doncic is playing out of his mind. I think this is a pretty successful rebuild. But thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe for more NBA 2K. Guys, starting each Sunday from now on, I will be doing a live stream on twitch.tv/mrobert33. I'll be sure to post a video about that later. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.